Hey guys, it's me King Diablo, and in today's video I'll show you the character balance patch in Korea server. Now for this balance patch I did two separate videos, so this is the part 1 of the videos. I did it because the videos were too big to upload at once. So first let's start with Archer class. The passive skill for Archer class has been buffed. The maximum distance for the 15% additional damage effect has been increased from 7 meters to 10 meters. So if you don't know what this previous buff was, I already did a video on it and also a PvP video on it. You can check it on my channel. I will link it in the description below. Now let's see Zayed class buff. So this is the buff scale for Zayed class. The attack speed of this skill has increased and this skill now has invincibility while jumping. The grab immunity on this skill while jumping has now been removed and the cooldown of this skill has now been increased by 1 second. Now let's see Maegu class nerf. So firstly, the invincibility duration on the dodges for Maegu class has been reduced. So basically it's a iframe nerf. Now this is the first balance scale for Maegu class. The labyrinth branch of the scale has now been changed to serrated branch. This is the second nerf scale for Maegu class. The PvP damage of the scale has now been reduced. This is the third nerf scale for Maegu class. The PvP damage of this skill has now been reduced. This is the last balance scale for Maegu class. The serrated branch of this skill has now been changed to labyrinth branch. So now let's see woosa class nerf. So firstly, the invincibility duration on the dodges for woosa class has now been reduced. So it's basically a iframe nerf. This is the first nerf scale for woosa class. The attack range of the scale has now been reduced. This is the second nerf scale for woosa class. Now the PvP damage of the scale has now been reduced, but in the patch note it says that PvP damage range of this class has been reduced. So I don't know what this means. I don't know if this means both PvP damage and the attack range of the skill has been reduced or not. So I showed the attack range of the skill. If you can notice any difference, let me know in the comments. This is the third nerf scale for woosa class. Similar to the previous scale, the PvP damage of the scale has been reduced. But for this scale it also says the PvP damage range of the scale has been reduced. So I can't really tell if it's both PvP damage and its range. I did test the attack ranges of the skill for both this skill, but I didn't see any difference. So see the range for yourself and let me know in the comments if there is any difference. This is the 4th nerve scale for woosa class. The duration of this scale has now been reduced. This is the last nerve scale for woosa class. The movement distance of this scale has now been reduced, and also the time within which you can link the second attack of the scale with the first attack of the scale has also been reduced. Now let's see sura class buff. This is the first buff scale for sura class. You can now perform an additional attack by keeping the scale icon of the scale pressed for longer. This is the second buff scale for sura class. Using this scale now also recovers 100 mana points. Lastly, the passive skill for sura class has also been buffed. Now when you use any scale for sura class up to 6 times, it triggers a 6 slash attacks in front of your sura. This 6 slash attacks does 600% damage up to 6 times for both PvE and PvP. Also now the 10% damage increase effect when your health is below 70% has been removed. Instead now when your health is below 70% and you use the skills Shadow Break, Twin Dragon, Blade Storm and After Image, it gives you a 15% reduction in damage received from other players. So that is it for today. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. I will see you in the next video.